What's going on, guys? Welcome back. You might notice things are a little different around here. Well, sorta. I am going to be making some changes, guys. It's about time I did this. And for those of you who are regulars here, you know that I've been struggling. My laptop is a fantastic laptop under certain scenarios. So if you're like just gaming, man, this thing is about as good as it gets. I literally have no complaints about the gaming performance itself. The problem that I run into is actually when I start recording or streaming, and then I'm asking a thin laptop, to do a whole lot. And because of this, I've run into a bit of a bottleneck with my streams because the majority of my streaming is done while I'm on the road. So one thing you might notice right now is there's some audio quality difference with my voice. I'm using a lav mic today, primarily for testing purposes, because I sold my laptop. What does this mean for you guys? What does it mean for me? What does it mean for the channel? Well, there's some good news and some bad news. We'll start with the bad news. That means that we're probably not going to be doing a lot of gaming for a few days. The good news is that that's only because on Wednesday, the rest of my parts come in and we're going to be building us an absolutely demon machine that should be travel worthy. And I'm actually going to show you some of the stuff that we have ready for that build that I picked up today or over the past few days. So we're going to start here. We have this 2 terabyte 990 Evo Plus from Samsung. Got it at a really great price. That's one part. I do have another one. I can't remember if it's a 1 terabyte. Actually, I could check right now. I probably won't tell you, like, show you guys necessarily what it is. Yeah, this is the new one. Properties. Oh, that one's a 2 terabyte too. So I'm gonna have 4 terabytes on the new laptop. Also, hang on one second. I lost the chat. Chat's just not gonna pull up tonight. There it goes. Okay, I got chat up. I just need to see what messages I missed, and then we'll get back into it. Thank you for the lurk, Kevin. Mustang, as always, thank you so much for being here, bud. I really do appreciate you. I'm going to be moving hotels, so I'll be back in Glen Rose next week, or tomorrow, actually. So things are going to get a little bit better internet-wise from what we've been on for the last month and a half or so. I've had some drop frames. That's a part of my woes, is the drop frames, right? You might notice that underneath me, I have my Alienware graph. That's because we're going to be testing some games tonight so that we could do like a performance evaluation from one to the other. And it's going to be streaming and playing and recording all at the same time. So it's actually going to be as much of a test as you can ask a machine to do. Now, I used to see my frames on this. I might not do it until I jump into a game, so we'll see that here coming up shortly. If not, I'm gonna be showing that stuff. using the in-game FPS numbers and stuff like that. So we're gonna go through a few different games. We're going to look at the FPS numbers, see how they look, and just kind of get an overview and get that recorded so that Wednesday we're going to build the PC, and Thursday we're going to hopefully test against what we're at now so that we have a little bit of a here we were and here we are. With that being said, let's stop hiding what's going on here so you guys can see it. I'm going to go ahead and expand here so you guys can see a little bit more. Transform. I'm still learning OBS, so you'll have to bear with me just a moment. I know everything is on my slobs, but there we go. There we go. Okay. So the lighting in this particular room's worse than normal, very orange. I'm also not at the desk over there because the desk is a problem I was having. So without hiding it anymore, we are moving to this AMD. Whoop, boom, right there. You can't see it right now because of the lighting, but this is a Ryzen 7, come on, 7800 X3D. I picked up from the same person that I picked up my 7700X at home from for a price well below market price because he is such an absolute Chad of a human. So yeah, there we are. Looking absolutely fantastic. Ooh. Okay. Put that back in so that we don't mess up any pins or contacts or whatever. I think they're just contacts on here. So we have the Samsung Drive. What up, Midnight? What up, G-Stacks? Has been pins, bro. There's not even pins on there, fucker. And I might have seen it in the picture, but boom! Let's go, boys. There she is. There she is, right there. Hey, you take it up with Dark Lord Viper. You go tell him that he sent me bent pins. I'll let you two fight it out. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with, guys. We should be rocking and rolling with the new build. I did get a duffel bag to help me carry it. If it does not fit in the duffel bag, and I might do it anyways, I might switch my clothes to being carried in the duffel bag and just carrying the PC in the hard bag, and then my 100% Viper. Move the PC to the hard carrying case and then carry my clothes in the duffel bag. I think that would also work. So that's something we're going to deal with in the future. There's something else I felt like I needed to tell you guys. I can't think of it in the moment. Yeah, it's the guy from Toasty Bros. Midnight. Dark Lord Viper. Vader. Dark Lord Vader. My bad. Absolute Chad of a human. I can't thank him enough. Yeah, remember he sold me my 7700X too. So, I mean, you should have already put that together. 1 + 1 = 2 Vipers or something. So So with that being said, let's start with our first game. Your songs build. I have no idea what that is. Let's do this. We're just gonna open up Remnant. Your son's build. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Wi-Fi. There we go. See if this works. We lost this. Yo. It says D2 res. I'm not sure what you mean. D2 resurrected still? It should. I thought I picked. I didn't pick a game. Let me. I mean, I guess we can do them one after another. I really didn't want to do that. It doesn't even have Remnant 2. But that should have fixed it. Oh, okay, there, Midnight got it. Okay, so... Appreciate you. We're just gonna get this pulled up and then go from there. Oh, why did it... The system is not liking things right now. There we go. I don't know if it's because I haven't opened up Remnant in a hot minute or what. Or if Remnant just locked the fuck up. If I remember correctly, Remnant does not like being left in the background. Okay, there we go. All right, what I'm doing right now is, again, I just want to see what the frames are. As we play through this. So I can see it. Okay. And we're playing right now on 1080p, despite the monitor being a 1440p, and this being a 3080 Ti with a 12900 HK. We are dropping below 60 at some points, and then at some points we're also above 60. We just get a kill or two, and then we'll probably switch games. It did not like me switching or turning on Remnant 2. Let me put on some headphones. Well, you're right, Midnight. Am I still? Are y'all getting an echo? Okay. There we go. Now I'm not hearing myself anymore. Okay, so now that it's starting to settle out, it's staying like 70 right now. Yeah, that's a little bit better now that it's kind of chilled out. Let's get into a fight or two and see what happens to the numbers. Real quick, let's look at the settings. Motion blur off, frame rate is locked to 120, but we're not getting there. We do have the DLSS upscaler on. We have quality upscaler. We're not doing any frame generation. I guess we could do a little FSR3. We'll see how it looks. And then everything looks like it's ultra. We'll probably take that down right here. Huh? Potato, ultra, high, medium. Did that even hold? I don't even know if that held. Okay. Why didn't we get a single frame extra? I'm not having any input lag though, so that's not a problem. Okay. I think that it would be important that we get into a fight. That's the only way to kind of really see how it's going to react. So... I haven't played this game in a bit now, and so I am completely lost as to where I'm at. I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't want to spend too long on any one game. I already know that Warzone's going to take a little bit because I don't want to just leave a game and leave people high and dry. It's not looking terrible overall, though. Other than right now. Loading screen, it dropped pretty heavily. There's like a slight horror to this game, which is kind of cool. I don't really do horror games, but I slide them out. You know, it's not too bad, right? Oh, you son of a biscuit. B? Okay, yeah. Tap. Just give it a little tappy tap. Okay, 50s, 40s. I'll be honest, it's not looking good. Now, again, we're doing a lot right now. I just want to preface that and just say we are doing a lot with with the system right now. So we're looking at frame time graphs. We're hey Aussie, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a bit. We're playing game, we're streaming, we're recording, we're asking a lot of our laptop here. When I just play this game, I don't ever see below 60 FPS. Been busy IRL? Well, that's good, right? So, all right, I think we've seen enough with this game. Let's move to our next game. This game is fun, though. I do like it. Be nice if we get a few more people to join us. All right, so that was Remnant 2. Let's do some Jedi Survivor real quick. Moving in the next couple of weeks, no more Dragon Lady Neighbor. Let's go. That's a good sign. That's good news. I know that you say meh, but that's really good news. I'm happy for you. Hopefully your next neighbors are some chill peeps, some chill dudes, or something like that. Yeah. So let's load up Jedi Survivor sometime this year. Sharing game. Bigger apartment with better separation. Nice. I'm happy for you, dude. That's a really good thing. Having miserable neighbors is very sucky. I've got some. I mean, most people wouldn't consider them neighbors, but we have to drive by their property because we have an easement on their property to get to our house, and they do everything they can to make our life a nightmare every time we go through there. So, I feel your pain in a slightly different way. You know, they call the cops on us for nothing and stuff like that. So I understand exactly where you're coming from. But I also recognize that it is slightly different than having somebody who lives directly next to you. So yeah, that sucks. Now you can hopefully, talk after 7 o'clock at night without having somebody report you. That would be fantastic. Maybe have a little boozy stream and play some racing games. We have a client that a farmer plowed and seeded the road access. If you just took out some context there, that could be a really bad message. We have a client that I farmed, plowed, and seeded. Okay, I don't know what's going on. This file does not have an app associated with it. Performing this action, please install the app. Okay. Well, that one's canceled. We can do Rebirth. I'll say this. I tried playing Rebirth not long ago. And playing Rebirth was a struggle for me. Oh, whoa. One game at a time. I have no idea what that PhysX CPU thing is up there. We may have to close the app. If I can get a crew again, we can do some Speedstormer skin. I'm down. The main problem with me is that Friday night is the first time I see my family after a week, so it's very hard to to convince my wife to let me disappear for a couple hours and come goof off. And I've also been trying to, when I'm home, give my family more of my attention. Forgot to tell you in chat last night when we were talking, I'm no longer on Twitch, so I can't mod for you over there anymore. Not like I did much anyways. What do you mean, G-Stacks? Did you get banned? Doesn't have to be Fridays. That's true. We could do it on a non-Friday. Okay. We're going to have to close this. Stop. Confirm. Stop. Confirm. G-Stacks doesn't like me anymore. I don't know. I don't think that's true. I doubt that's true. I think if G-Stacks even knew that I was talking to you right now, Aussie, he'd be over on Twitch in a heartbeat if he could. He ran away from Twitch. He dislikes you so much he got banned from Twitch. Is that what you're trying to say? Maybe. No, disable my account until it gets deleted. I don't like what the platform is about and don't want to be on anymore. Did something happen that I missed, or is this all the Imaru stuff? I don't like Dan Clancy. That's the guy, right? What is this PhysX CPU thing? I'll be honest, the only reason why I'm even on Twitch is because I have an audience there. People who are not fans of YouTube. And I have considered on many occasions walking away. Why is this Fizz CPU thing here? Honestly, I don't even think of YouTube. Well, we actually, I did some math with a few people. Okay. It might be something I already know and just am not thinking of, G-Stacks. Like I said, I've considered leaving Twitch on many occasions. So we were talking about it, and I did some math not long ago, Aussie, on Too Easy Tim's stream. Basically like outlining YouTube versus Twitch, and the amount of people on Twitch or on YouTube is something like 30 times the amount of people on Twitch. It's like a crazy difference. Okay. Why isn't this CPU thing going away? Okay, whatever. We'll just play a couple minutes of it. Let me pull up this. I mainly don't like the style of UI. Quite frankly, I hate it. But with some of the more recent stuff that's being brought to light about who and what they allow, I don't want to be there anymore. Totally get it, dude. You were thinking about walking away from streaming altogether? Well, I don't like to hear that in particular, because I think that you have a community that you should seriously consider before walking away. But I also get it, as I struggle sometimes, between this and my family and work, and I don't know if you noticed, I haven't been around as much lately. Now, how am I getting more frames up to 85 on this game that's supposed to be like super graphically intensive. Okay. Left trigger. There we go. What is the news? Well, the news is that I sold my laptop, Justin. The laptop that I am playing on right... Oh, no! This is not a wall run wall. I sold my laptop, and so there's going to be a few days where I won't be able to play video games and spend time with y'all. But it's not to say... Yo, what the heck? Oh, okay, it's a run wall. It is somewhat a run wall. I died. I ain't going nowhere on YouTube. I don't have any audience on Twitch, so it's not important for me. Yeah. The only reason why I stream on Twitch is because there's more accepting of the way that I am. YouTube would probably strike me all the time. No. What's different in the way that you are and the way that I am? By the way, hey, how's it going there, Toxic? Good to see you, my dude. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Am I supposed to go up here and just run across? It's like, no. Brother. You crashed like a sailor? YouTube actually just recently changed their policies on cussing to be more tolerant of cussing, and specifically in the first 15 minutes, it's no longer like an immediate, like, they're not going to send it out to people type of thing. Especially if your content is listed for adults. I feel like I'm missing something. Something pretty obvious. But the point is, I'm getting my FPS. The 70s is pretty good.
Use a little help, BD.
Definitely not going to complain about that. They've definitely optimized this game a lot more. So, as I was saying, Justin, I sold my laptop. It's gone. Because I'm building a Ryzen 7 7800X 3D with 4 terabytes of Samsung drive with a 5070 Ti and a mini ITX computer. There we go. That's the long and short. The rest of the parts will be here on Wednesday. So today I'm just doing some testing to see what it's like now versus what it's going to be like afterwards. This Fizz CPU thing, I don't know where it came from. It happened whenever I was trying to load this game. And it wouldn't load, and then I tried to load a different game, and then it popped up, and now it won't go away. So hopefully it doesn't hold on through Rebirth. We'll see. Now, there's no strikes for cussing, though. There's literally no strikes for cussing. It's doing it again. What's going on? Is Steam just broken? Did I break Steam? Anyways, we're gonna check this one out. We're gonna see what type of FPS we get on this. You guys can see we're getting 100% CPU utilization on a 12900 HK, which is absolutely bonkers. Should not be happening. Yeah, that's like the highest performing chip of its time, just a couple of years ago. Yeah, a little crazy. Also, if we looked at thermals, they're probably not going to be good. Yeah. And that's with a absolutely crazy fan. The best fan you can get for a laptop. We are using, we don't even have Lumia up right now, and we're using nearly 24 gigs of memory. So in the new build, I did do a, whoa. There's a lot of lag happening. I did do 48 gigs of DDR5, 64 megatransfers per second, and 32 CL cast latency. I am going to be putting this in a 20-liter case from Cooler Master. It's the Cooler Master NR200. I'm going to use the same one they use in the Cooler Master Max, which is a 750 watt or 850 watt gold rated SFX ESU. See what else. I'm going to use a Thermalright 240 millimeter AIO that is a Thermalright 240. Trying to remember it all off the top of my head. It's a frozen something, and I can't remember it. Let's get into this game and see how it does. Remake was good. I liked Remaster a lot when we first started playing it. I do have a problem though. The controls are abysmal. It does not feel good to play. Like when you go from a game like Remnant or Jedi and you can't jump, all you can do is a roll that doesn't do anything. It's off-putting. Like, I would rather it be a more traditional RPG and be able to jump on stuff than have the ability to have action fighting. So you guys never saw me get here. I was messing around trying to play the game one day to see if I could get back into it. And I just found myself struggling with the controls. Especially if you get on your chocobos, your choco chickens. It is a beautiful game, though. We're getting around 65 to 70. No, the first remake game was really good. Won't take long. My wife even finished the first boss. I had her play it during the beta. So we're getting some pretty heavy drags here. I feel like this whole fizz Fizz X CPU thing is affecting us, though. Because I don't remember having this much lag before. What do we want to do? Oh, we need to know fire. So we want to do Firebolt Blade. Do it on the one that has more health.
No time to waste.
It's not a hard game. There are hard portions of it, but no, it's actually not bad. The controls feel stiff, so it's not a game that you want to like go back and forth with games that are much more better controlled. I think would be or like they have better controls. Like, you don't want to be going back and forth between this and the Jedi Survivor, because you're just going to feel like you're being held back. Okay, that's more like it. They have been assessed. They do have a fire weakness. So if we can go to red, ability, wildfire. Is that horn? Is the stuff that we're picking up off the ground? No, it's just like an indicator to show that there's something on the ground. Looks like we're between like 55 and 65 FPS. Let me find another one. I'll show you. There's like gold things, and then there's like white ones. Yeah, so right here. You'll see there's something on the ground. It's kind of like got like a grassy look to it, but when you pick it up, oregano, sprig of sage, sprig of oregano. It's all for crafting purposes. Here's a Moogle Town, the big old mushroom. Dropping into the 40s here. Okay. Man, I feel like this Fizz X CPU thing is messing with our game, though. I've never seen that happen before. Let's pull up Diablo 2 real quick. Oh man, 14 degrees cooler from today to tomorrow. Definitely not going to complain about that. All right, so we're going to pull up some D2R. We're going to check those frame graphs, see how they look. We'll be able to get in-game FPS on this one, so that'll be nice. No Fizz X FRUD happening, so that's good. It might be an Unreal Engine thing. I might have just broke the Unreal Engine there. This is our online character. So we will have some latency issues with the hotel internet. We can type /FPS. We can see the FPS numbers here. Real quick, we'll take a look at the video graphics. Everything's set to very high because I was on my home computer. It looks like it follows the same one, like whatever I have on my home computer. All right, so 130 FPS-ish, 140. Let's go and do a quick pit run. Okay. Actually not getting bad ping right here. I was seeing the stream drop pretty bad there for a minute whenever I was loading up the game, but looks like we're back to good. I did notice that whenever I loaded up all of my my scenes and stuff, that it started to, it lowered my FPS. So my scenes are playing a part in this as well. Like, I guess having too many scenes. But again, on my computer at home, that's not, it's literally a non-issue, so. And the person I'm selling to has no intention of streaming. They're just a gamer. They do a little bit of mixed bag, but their primary game is Dota 2. So he's gonna be set for a very long time. Yay, D2, yeah. Now I want to get a mixed bag of a lot of stuff, so that when we do this again here in a few days, we can really see the difference between them. Some of the graphics after I did it, so like the lightning going around them is a little fuzzy, and I'm not used to seeing it like that. See that kind of blurriness? Everything else is really crisp. Let's see if we can't... Sharpness is pretty good. The texture quality is very high. Let's see if changing the graphics back fixes that. Okay, it did. So one of those settings is blurring that a little bit. Well, I mean, we're still sitting around 130 FPS. It's really not bad. In fact, that might even be a consequence of hitting above our numbers, or above our megahertz of the portable screen, possibly. Oh no, that's just a guess there. I do like this Foden. I'm working on a Foden on my offline character right now, actually, because I am enjoying it so much. Oh, is that some Sanders boots? Definitely never going to complain about that. I don't even know what I'm using right now. Sanders might not be better, but still nice to have. All right, there you go, a D2R run. What do we got next? What do we got next, please? Let's close Steam. Open it back up. See if that fixes our PhysX, or at least hides it. Let's do. I'm gonna save this one for like close to last because I have a surprise with that. Something I've been working on for you boys, for you ladies and gentlemen. So, Lords of the Fallen is another title that was very it used a lot of the computer. It did need to be optimized. It has been optimized. It's been out for a couple of years now. I love the game, by the way. I love the game. So we're just going to see how it looks now. I actually played a little bit of it this past week while I was on vacation. Not a lot, just a little bit. But just because I love randomizers. So we'll jump into a game and see how it looks as well. No PhysX. And this is an Unreal Engine game, so if it was Unreal Engine related, whenever I closed D2, it got rid of it, or Steam, it got rid of it. Yep. You're hearing those dings, just my controller reconnecting. Skippity skip. And here's the thing. I never see these games in anybody's FPS checks or anything like that. So I'm hoping that by me doing different games, it'll give people who are looking for those specific games an idea of the difference, like what one computer can do over the other. The frames are real rough again. I'm seeing my camera lag. CPU utilization maxed out to 100 again. And again, I just want to say, I recognize what's happening here, guys. I recognize that I'm asking a lot for a laptop that is thinner. It's literally thinner than my finger is tall. Like, it is up to like right here on my finger where my nail is. So it's like, it's a very thin laptop. I get that I'm asking a lot of it. And so I want to make sure that I preface that I understand. And that is why I'm making the change, is because I understand that I'm asking a lot for it. Let's see. Which one was I playing? Is it this one? I think I went back to this guy here. Because he's so fun to play. Okay. Look at that bad some gun right there. They did add a new weapon recently. They added this guy right here. The Moon's Judgment. I can't use it yet because I can't input runes to make it to where I can use it. Now, I'll say when I was playing this the other day, I was getting no sound glitching like I'm having right now. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I can hear it. And it wasn't quite as laggy. Lumia is turned off because I don't want it to show up on the video whenever I come back and redo the video for editing and all that purposes. Give him the old business right here. They don't want none. They don't want the smoke. So we're between 45 and 60 FPS. This is another one of those games that are very graphically intensive. It definitely takes a lot out of the laptop. I recognize that again. Dude. My character is OP, but let me just be very clear. I know that my character is OP. Don't come at me. What are we sitting around? Just right around 50 FPS? Is that the... Ow. Ow. This is one of the meanest enemies in the game, by the way. Oh. Oh. No. Yeah, you don't want to get shot by that. Man, I actually really enjoy this game, especially with all the randomizers on. Jesus. Oh. Where did this a-hole come from? If I even get breathed on right now, I'm dead. Why can't I clear her thingamajigger? Okay, is it dead now? No? It's just not letting me clear it. Normally you can clear this thing super easy. Ow. Oh, okay. So it's locational. Dude, shoot your arrows. You mother biscuit. It's incognito, facts. Oh. Wherever this thing is, she's not letting me get close to it to kill it. Okay, now she's dead. Ow! This is another one of those baddies that you really don't want to mess with because of that right there. If I touch that stuff, I die. Oh. Get wrecked, nerd. All right. So that's a little bit of one of my favorite modern games right there. This is Lords of the Fallen 2. Matt from Toasty Bros absolutely hated it for some reason. I think that his issue was that it was not enough Souls-like, and the story was a little too out there for him. It just didn't fit what he would typically enjoy in a game. Me, I like big giant swords and cool-looking characters and all that stuff, so it works for me, even if it doesn't work for him. We'll rest here. Another game in the books. Like I said, I know that some of these games are actually going to take a little bit longer, so I'm kind of flying through them, just kind of getting an idea what the FPS numbers are. I'm going to put them up on screen whenever we do the full video on this whole thing. Man, try that game if you haven't, guys. I think it's discounted right now. They just did what they call the definitive version or something like that, and second year anniversary gifts and stuff like that. So give it a try if you haven't. It's a really fun game. So I think what I'm going to do for Call of Duty, I think I'm just going to play a game of multiplayer. I think that's what I'll do. I think that's a good way to meet in the middle instead of doing like a big giant map, because I really don't feel like playing a full deal. We'll play some tomorrow whenever we're at the Better Internet Hotel. If Computer Guy is around, we could definitely do that. Which will be the last day before we do the big build. I do need to, at some point tomorrow, set up this disk as a boot drive. Or I need to go get a USB stick, which is also possible. I might have one actually laying around somewhere If I was at home, I have like a dozen at home, but I didn't think to bring one. I brought everything else but that. I was so focused on all the other cool stuff. Also, real quick, since I have it here, this is probably the thing I was thinking of before. This is MX6 that I got from my original build, but it already had on the AIO. It already had freaking Call of Duty open just so you can close and reopen again. I don't understand why their game is so poorly optimized. One of the reasons why we have so many problems with it, right? So yeah, this AIO that I'm getting, it will come with its own, but it won't be pre-installed. So we will put the MX6 on it. If you guys are wondering what microphone I'm using right now, it is the Fifine Lab mic. They come with two in the box, and all of the things that you need. It charges in the box. Use Type-C to charge the box itself. Comes in a nice hard carrying case. Comes with the fluffy doodads. Yeah, no, great lab mic. Let me know how y'all think the quality is. Is it as good as my typical or worse? No, I don't want Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Half Pipe Havoc. And guys, if you can explain it to me, why does it need to, if you're not playing other modes, why does it need to load global shaders? Why is it that Call of Duty can use up so much of your computer? Oh, we're disconnected. It can use up so much of your computer's resources, but it can't figure out how. It's not as good, but not bad. Okay, word. Which is what I would hope. Why isn't it can use so much of your resources and yet not figure out how to separate the shaders from one game to the other? Explain it to me. Make it make sense. And it also might be like location, like this might sound a little bit better if I did it like this. You know, instead of having it clipped to my shirt or whatever. I'm literally at 0.00%. Still. And still. And still. Oh, what in the days? Like, it has it separated here, so why can't I just select, let's just load MP for right now. Like, that would be fantastic if I could just say, hey, I want to load just multiplayer for this specific game. I'm gonna fucking lose it.